Hi you guys, I'm Renee and welcome to my Kudos Kitchen, where today I'm going to be sharing a recipe with you for oven roasted carrots, broccoli, shallots, and cashews. Oh my gosh, this is like my favorite thing ever. The oven roasting turns the carrots sweet and nutty and just delicious, and the broccoli gets a nice little crust on it, and the cashews, I mean really, how can you go wrong with oven roasted cashews? You can't. So stick with me, enjoy the recipe, and let's make it. One of the best tips I can give to you for when you're roasting vegetables in the oven is that you preheat your baking sheet. This is going to go in the oven at 425 while I'm preparing the vegetables. While I'm slicing the carrots, the broccoli, the shallots, getting it all ready. That way when the vegetables are ready to go on the baking sheet, it'll be nice and hot. So the minute it hits the pan, you'll hear it sizzle, and that's what you want. Get your vegetables off to a good roasting start. So I'm gonna pop this in the oven, and then we're gonna continue on with the vegetables. The ingredients you'll need for this recipe are carrots, and I'm going to use probably about 4 or 5 pretty good sized carrots. I'm going to peel them, and I'll show you how to do that, and make them into baton shapes. Not julienne, not the skinny ones, the fatter ones, but not overly fat. Again, I'll show you. We're going to use broccoli, probably just the florets, but a little bit of the stem. You can use as much or as little of the stem as you like. I'll show you that as well. Shallots, because they have a nice oniony flavor and mild garlic, so I'm going to show you how to dice those. And then also salt and pepper, and the best part, in my opinion, cashews. And what they'll do is they'll roast in the oven along with the vegetables. Get a little toasty. Gonna add some salt and pepper to the mix and toss them all with some olive oil. Into the bowl they go. Alrighty then. From there, what I'm going to do is add my olive oil. I'm going to be generous, probably 3 to 4 tablespoons. Alright, I'm going to add my raw cashews, because as I said, they will roast in the oven. This is probably about 3/4 cup. You can add more, less if you like. Okay, and then I'm going to add salt and pepper. Freshly ground pepper to taste. I like pepper, I add a lot. And salt. The reason I add salt now is because I found if I add it after the vegetables are already on the tray, if it just sits on top of the vegetables without being mixed in, it's too strong of salt flavor. So I like to do it this way, and that way it mixes in with the olive oil, kind of dissolves before it even goes on the baking sheet. Just imparts its flavor. The heck with the tossing, I'm gonna use my hands. Mix them all very well. Get the stragglers that jumped out of the bowl. Doesn't this look good? Oh, wait till you taste it. You're gonna love it. This would make a really nice side dish for any sort of dish actually, or with the protein from the nuts, it would even make a nice vegetarian entree, as far as I'm concerned. So, okay, I'm gonna clean up my hands, and then I'm gonna take the baking sheet out of the oven. Okay, so here's the baking sheet hot out of the oven. So I'm gonna take our prepared vegetables with the oil and salt and pepper. Listen, oh my gosh, hear that? You know they have a good start when you hear that sizzle. So I'm gonna put them in a nice even layer on the baking sheet. And then I'm gonna pop them back in the oven to roast for probably 20, maybe 25 minutes. Halfway through, I'm gonna take them out, toss them around, and then pop them back in. So, you'll see on the flip side. Okay, so I just took these out of the oven for the first time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss them around on the baking sheet, making sure get them all. Flip. Then I'm going to pop them back into the oven to complete roasting for another probably 10 minutes or so. I don't know if you can see, but they're starting to get all kind of like brown and toasty. That's what you want. So again, I'm going to put them back in, and we'll see you in a few. Okay, so they're out of the oven for the second time, and they are a thing of beauty. Just look at them. Ooh. I'm going to sneak a cashew because that's what I do. So good, you guys. So good. So give them another stir. Put them in a bowl, and you're ready to serve. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and even hit that little bell to get notifications about my next post coming up. So, thanks very much for visiting me. Have a good day. Bye. Who needs a spoon? You don't need a spoon. You go like this. That's good.